What are you having, Alexander?
Here we have a lovely blue cheese stuffed in a wonderful pork chop with arugula salad.
Very nice.
And I can't wait to eat it.
I know. Hi, Belle. And we have sunset. Quality control has joined us. How was it? As he takes a mouthful of food. Yeah.
Delicious.
Good. Good morning. It is another day here on the channel. We have finally been finished up our little van life projects. We still have a few more van projects that we're going to do while we're camping, but this morning we are heading up to the Off-to-Hyde Drive area of the Cascades in Oregon. And I've got my boots on, so you know what that means, kids. We're going off-road today. Tank is pretty full. This is my project bag of things. I'm sewing Velcro to my cushions still. I need to take my blind off my back window, snacks, got some stuff up front here, but we are set to go. Oh, we've taken a couple of days here at the farm in my tiny home, and Alexander and I have been working on it. Just little things that you always try to do, like with your rig when you're first traveling in it, because I haven't traveled in this one at all. I've just gone on little camp outs. So today and for the next couple of days, we are going to camp in an epic spot. So I'm so excited. I'm not sure if we're going to have internet out there, so it's always good to have a backroads atlas for when you go off-road into the backcountry and stuff like that, because if you haven't downloaded your maps, or if just something goes wrong with your phone, I don't trust a technology right now, so I'm old school. I use a map. Got Alexander behind me following, and we're on our way.
Unseen, unpredictable, and unstoppable. Modern stoicism, strategic invisibility. The stoic doesn't parade strength. He doesn't need to be understood, liked, or acknowledged. He remains grounded in this truth. The more you say, the more you give away.
Found myself in a cardboard box, feeling sitting deep down. I found us back now, I can't escape. Oh, you're not one you get rid of. I linger as the ground shakes. Paper cuts on what could have been. Every morning made us better. If only you'd known it when you had me. You had to call me a bad name.
Welcome to my river house. That's a little bit chilly. Gotta get a little warmer for that. Get a towel. Cheers. Somebody put a slide right here for kids to slide on into the water. It's a natural slip and slide. I just went to my neighbor's camp, Alexander, to get, that's smoked paprika. So yeah, nothing fancy for dinner tonight. So I've had a nap. Well, I've had lunch back over there in the woods while we waited for this spot to open up. I've had a nap. I've had a nap up in the tent up here. And now I've just had dinner. I think I'm gonna go for a swim, like a real swim, like really go all the way in now. I think that would feel really good with my back. My shoulder's kind of bugging me today. Yeah, that's what's next. Spilled some water on my mattress. Alexander's enjoying dinner. Oh my gosh, that's way colder than Crescent Lake. Oh. But it feels really, really good. Alexander's rinsing his dinner dishes. I did the same thing. I'm telling you guys, you got to get high performance footwear like Crocs. If you live in the Pacific Northwest, you know what I'm talking about. Good morning. It's quite the view this morning. I slept so good last night. Oh, such a look. Do you like my eye mask? So I was able to sleep with my screens open last night, and the temperature was perfect. It's a little chilly right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like low 50s. And they're having a heat wave right now in the valley. So it's nice to not be in that. Well, good morning. I finally made it out of bed. I'm making my coffee. Let's do a temperature check. So it's showing 58 outside and 67 in here. I did manage to put my temperature reader for the AccuTemperature thing in the pouch that holds my chair. That way I could get a true reading of the outside temperature, but I had such a good sleep. Okay. Motion light. Do you like my lighting? Let me know. I'm making a list for today for all of my chores that I need to do around Tank. That's one thing that I like to do when I come camping is just bring my little repair bag and just work on van things. It's kind of a relaxing way to just geek out and camp and refine the camper for long travel. Isn't that first sip of coffee in the morning like the best? I'm just sitting here enjoying the view of the river and listening to the sounds and drinking my coffee. It's been almost 24 hours that I've been what I call off the grid. So there's no electricity out here. The running water is only the river, and there's zero cell phone or internet coverage. And to some people, they might get like super nervous about that, but I crave that. I really crave that. It's very easy to just be tied into the grid and social media, and for some of you, the news. I don't watch the news. For those of you that have been watching me for a long time, you know I don't watch the news. It's as if my body just knows that it's back where it belongs, in the forest by the water. This is the Willamette National Forest, and it is gorgeous. There are so many old growth trees outside of my camper, all around it. And the understory of the forest here is super rich. Even though it's very dry right now, the fire warning is high, so there's no fires allowed. I am allowed to use my propane fire pit, and we'll probably use that tonight. It's so nice to just like completely slow down. Alexander and we just set up our camp spots last night, cooked our dinners separately. I was ahead of him for dinner, and then he was after me, and then I went for that swim, and it's just, it's go camping, kids. If you're stressed out, make yourself a little pack kit, and you don't need very much. You can sleep in your vehicle if you're afraid to sleep in a tent, and just come camping. That's my view. It's River TV. River and Stump TV today. Well, I've had my coffee, and now I have a couple of projects to do on Tank. And the first one is to remove the patina off of the rack on it. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So I'm using this to get rid of this, hopefully. What a beautiful workshop that I have today. So let's see if this works. I think it will. Let's see if that worked. Oh, it's a little bit better. Yeah, it's a lot better. That totally worked. Okay, so this, see that right there? That is from the old rusty screws that Alexander just replaced. But I used the peak on it on this side, and I got rid of most of it. Because it's so chilly this morning, Alexander's got the fire going.
Alexander's getting soft.
You are.
I am.
So there's my restoration so far. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look good? So I'm using a crossbreed of toaster grease and some Armor All that I had. But look it up here. On that piece right there. I don't know if it's showing up very well. It's still setting in. But I need to wash this, and I'm still waxing this piece. You know, I'm just doing all the plastic trim. And it's making a huge difference. Like, huge. Yeah. I'm going to have to go over it a couple more times because it's really, really thirsty. Just having a late breakfast. On the tailgate. Don't need a table or a picnic table. That's my picnic table. There's lunch. This particular area of the Willamette National Forest has only a few sites that are located on the North Fork of the Willamette River. And then there are other spots on the other side of the road that go up to both active and non-active logging roads. But something that I always do before I decide to camp in an area that I'm unfamiliar with and the drop-in on the road looks a little rough is I'll leave my vehicle at the top of the road, hop out, and walk the entire road. I am able to turn my car around many times on these narrow roads, but it's no fun. So it's just good to see what is the access like. This one with my lifted HondaElement and all-terrain tires was easy peasy. This is probably the roughest part of the road, which is really nothing, but maybe for a regular car, it would be a bit rough. The approach to this particular road wasn't bad at all, and the beginning of the road is pretty open, and as it gets more into the camp itself, it goes a little bit narrow. But it was an easy descend into the camp, and I just walked the whole road to make sure that everything would be okay. And also, just it's a nice way to get extra exercise on my outings. But as you can see, the forest here is still super lush. Even in a heat wave and the driest, hottest part of the summer, there's still mushrooms in the forest, which I think is just so magical. This forest must just light up and glow in the rain. I'll have to come back up here during the rainy season and do some mushroom hunting. I'm sure there's really good chanterelles, matsutakis, as well as morels. Oh, shh, Alexander's sleeping. Something else I think that's beautiful in the different times of day and the light is the moss that grows on the trees. It's also on the forest floor, and if you find a really good spot, you can lay on it and take a nap. It's like a moss bed. But the forest just continues to show all of its abundance and greenery and beauty and peace. These camping spots had fire pits, which I always find very confusing because they say that there's a fire band, but then we noticed a few people, they possibly might be having fires at this time. So I don't like that idea. I don't want to be the person that sets my beautiful forest on fire. So I'm really grateful to have my little propane fire pit on this camping trip. And if you see anything in my camper or gear that I use that you like, just look in the links in the description below the video, and I list all of the things that I use in my camper, as well as a link to my Amazon store. And if you want to support me and my channel, just use that link. And whatever you buy for the next 48 hours, even if it's not my stuff, I get a small commission on it. Thanks for participating. So last night I had a little visitor in my camper. There's these tiny little shits. Yep, chewed at the bag, chewed at my, this is going to be for my breakfast today. So, going to have to throw these out and throw that out. Got to be careful when you're in the woods. Yep. Good morning. Good morning and cheers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is that nice and warm?
Yes. It's a little chilly.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. cold outside, can't wait a few. 'Cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds. Your hands still tangled up in mine. Feet on the wall, your head on me, floating easy.
That trim's looking really good from yesterday's treatment. Really good. Gotta pack up the fire pit. Propane tank is back on.
Your hair's a mess, but you don't mind. You just laugh, let it fall where it lies. Coffee's cold, but we take a sip, talk about nothing. Let the morning slip. Oh, it feels like that, like summer air through window cracks. Oh, it feels like that, like summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer.
Oh, I just had to grab my camera for that last shot. So that's Alexander behind me. We're leaving. We're leaving this beautiful spot. So much love from Oregon.
Worn out track. Yeah, it feels like that. Feels like